Hey, good morning. Welcome to lesson 114 from the yoga deck here at Avatar Day Spa, which is now actually closed for all sorts of reasons. But we're having here tomorrow a tea of salvation. So if you're watching this video and realize that tomorrow's Sunday, you're welcome to come along and have tea and biscuits with us. I know it sounds a bit old-fashioned, but it's what we do. Tea and biscuits, and we'll work through some of the stuff in the book, do some lessons together, and we might even record it, see how that goes. Usually it tends to get a bit sort of all around the bush before we get to the point. But that's the whole point of it. You bring everything with you. You bring all your lumps and bumps and your problems and your issues and everything with you, and then through the particular nature of the kind of tea that we use, no, it's not the kind of tea, it's the mind training, we come to a place where peace and love and joy go with you when you leave. All right, lesson 114, the morning review. Now remember to do these as soon as you wake up in the morning, okay? I'm spirit. Okay? I'm not a body. I'm not flesh. I'm not this thing that's doomed to die. I'm spirit. That's not me in here. I'm not spirit in here. I'm not in a body. I'm not of a body. I'm nothing to do with this body. This body is an avatar. This body is simply a vessel for being able to transform the nature of a miscreative idea of potential within the mind of God's Son, okay, which has already occurred through the salvation, which we participate in on an individual basis, collaboratively, individually, reclaiming and inviting in our truth, seeking it within, and reclaiming and inviting in our denial that we've previously projected out onto the world as blame and cause, rather than accepting that what's going on in here is the cause of our own problem. One problem, one solution. Okay. Problem is, I think I'm separate from God. The solution is, that's impossible. All right. So, I'm spirit. I'm the Son of God. Right, wow, that's huge. I'm the Son of God. Imagine if you stood up at a board meeting and said, look, now I'm the Son of God. This is... But so are you. All you guys at the board meeting here. You know, I don't know how that would go down. You'd probably be like, this guy's either onto something really cool or we're going to have to let him go. I'm spirit. I'm the Son of God. No body can contain my spirit nor impose on me a limitation God created not. Okay, no body can contain my spirit. And we tend to have this, or I tend to have, let's keep it singular, I tend to have this idea that I'm in this body somehow, because if I close my eyes, it seems to be that my thinking me is somewhere in this head, or maybe somewhere just back here from the head. But if you try to find it, if you try to seek it out, you won't find it. It's not there. It seems to be there. It's not there. This is just some program that's running in the background that has some, like AI or whatever you want to call it. And the real me is like, I don't know if you've seen the movie The Matrix. If you haven't, definitely watch it. It's recommended viewing for A Course in Miracles. It says so in the back of the, no, it doesn't, but it says so in the back of my head. Highly recommended. Where in The Matrix, there's a physical depiction of Neo where he's not actually in the dream, in the experience that he finds himself in. He's somewhere else in this red jelly kind of stuff, hooked up to a computer thing, and finds himself projecting or being projected as an avatar of himself into the dream, which is exactly how this is, except there's no red jelly. It's kind of like a golden, blissful, beautiful, effulgent thing. It's home. So Pedro's wagging his tail over there. He knows what I'm talking about. All right, and then the evening one, the evening review, which you do just before going to bed. All right, remember, we're consolidating this learning. I will accept my part in God's plan for salvation. What can my function be but to accept the word of God who has created me for what I am and will forever be? What could my function be? All you people running around on earth going, why am I here? What's it all about? There's your function. Okay. What can my function be but to accept the word of God who has created me for what I am and will forever be? On the hour, I am spirit. On the half hour, I will accept my part in God's. Oh. I will accept my part in God's plan for salvation. That's lesson 114, reviews of 97 and 98. Okay, beautiful. It doesn't ask much, like morning and evening, very easy to do. And during the day, if you're very, very busy, get yourself a watch and set an alarm for every half an hour, and then just stop wherever you are, in the elevator and in a queue at the delicatessen, on a phone call. Just a minute, I'll be right back. It just takes a few moments to begin to put into practice and begin to recognize how important, okay, consolidating our learning is, how important it is to put all other things aside, regardless of what they are. Obviously, if you're in the middle of fighting a fire or something, you do that. But just the tedium of the day-to-day as it goes by, remember to do your lessons. And as I said before in many videos, I had a big black marker pen, one of those oil pens, when I was doing my workbook lessons for the second time. And I would write the lesson for the day on my arm here. And because I was living in a kind of a community arrangement, other guys in the community who were doing the course with me, and we would all start on lesson 1, January the 1st, so one a day for 365 days, would come up and literally grab my arm pretty much on a daily basis and go, what's the thing? I've forgotten today's thing. And in the foyer of our center, healing center, and you can do this at home, you can have a little blackboard or a whiteboard or whatever in your kitchen, where it's going to be probably the most prevalent, where you can see it, and just write it every day. Make that discipline of going up and writing the lesson heading every day, the review morning and night every day. Wipe it out and make it your little devotion to do that. It's like literally whatever it takes, do it. Don't think anything stupid in this, because it's like the only thing that you're letting down is yourself. Okay, who cares what anyone thinks about you if you do stand up in a board meeting? And I'd like to see that. If you send me a video, that would be great. I'll put it on my channel here. All right, I love you. And tomorrow we're doing 115, which is the reviews of lesson 99 and 100. That'll be cool. Ciao.